Hello everyone, what is up? This is Marquito. So we just got the spoilers for the next week to come, and we also have a new hero. His name is HODUR. He's the undead cleric, as you can see here. Um, he has some really decent skills that we're going to be talking a little bit later in the video. So now for the event itself. We're going to have HODUR as keys reward. He's going to be here as the summoning event. Also, if you have some spare Phoenix copies, this is the time to pull them. As we've seen before, this is the release pack of the hero. Comes with gems, a copy, the skin, which is really cool. This is 3% attack, if I'm not mistaken. This is 3% damage to poison, I guess. And this one is when basic attacks give 2% attack to 3 allied heroes, random allied heroes. Pretty good skin, and some also flags. This costs $100. It's pretty expensive, but if you're going to spend, you might as well. He's really looking to be a really good hero. So the keys event has him as the final reward. And since he's also in the up chest, that rule of stopping at 400 keys cannot be overruled. You might as well stop at the copy, so 500 if you're going for one round. And through 2 and 3 copies depends on how much you're missing to get the hero. Might be worth to pull or not. It's really occasional and depends to you. So we also have the awakening event. It's a little bit different now because we get different stuff, and we also have the chance to buy stuff when we reach the awakening level. So for example, if you reach the 6-star HODUR, you get these for free, the 50 shards, and you have the option to buy the flags and the gold souls for money. So this is $10. Interesting now that at 9-star we get the opportunity to buy another copy for $70. We get a free copy at T1, so that's what free-to-play that are going to pull for him are aiming to get, at least T1, so you get this copy for free. And if you reach him at the 3rd talent, you get the option to buy another copy of him. So this is going to be a really pay-to-win friendly event. If you're going to spend a lot of money, you get the chance to T-far him on the very first week. Now to his skills. Let me change this. Okay. To his active. Let's grab him. This is him with the skin. Let's make him pretty. So his active, the 160% damage to 4 random enemies, apply Cursed of Misfortune. This is a new debuff on the target. Caused target will calculate all bleed, burn and poison damage. The calculated damage equal to 180% of the original remaining abnormal effect. So for example, if he's in a team with Aegina that does a lot of damage, but in damage over time, so in the next rounds he's going to be doing damage. But with HODUR on the team, whenever he casts, all the damage that will be accumulating on the next rounds will be dealt upon his release, his releasing skill. So he's turning damage over time into a burst. So that's really good for people that have Aegina or heroes with bleeds and poison and other stuff. Also burn. Calculated damage does not exceed 2000% of self maximum attack. That's really important because his attack is not really high. So people might run talents of attack or even attack runes on him. We still have to see that. Does not calculate HP based damage, so these damage like Zexanoff that does 5% damage of maximum HP, these are not calculated, and ignore damage reduction effects. We still have to see how that works. 50% chance to silence targets, and target bleed, burn, poison resistant will be deducted by 40%. That really helps out the team to do even more damage and apply the effects. Now to his first talent, HP plus 30%, self-skill damage resistant plus 30%, so he's gonna be a little bit sturdy. When attacked, enemies' healing effectiveness is deducted by 50%, and that doesn't stack, but that's really good against VVN and skuld teams. We will reduce the healing by a lot. Also means that he may not be so good with Azathoth on his team. Now to his second passive. Self-bleed, burn and poison resistant by 35%. Attacked and being attacked will not increase self-energy. When ally causes bleed, burn and poison, he gains energy and heal all the allies for 120%. So that means you have to know what you're doing when you're using HODUR on your team, because he's not going to be getting energy by normal means. He's only going to be getting energy when you cause bleed, burn or poison on the enemy. So you gotta have someone like Agena to poison the enemy and give him the energy he needs to fire. So that's really important. And his third passive, Seed of Curse. Status will increase ally skill resistance by 45%, that's a lot. On normal attack, give ally in the backline Seed of Curse status. When self HP is below 50%, give all allies the Seed of Curse. And it only happens once in the battle. When ally with Seed of Curse attacks next time, it will consume the seed and deal 45% damage for 3 rounds. So that's really good, because if he gets bursted down to less than 50% HP, everyone on the team will get the Seed of Curse and gain a lot of skill resistance. So that's really good to stop the burst, to stop baal exceptionally, and it will also consume the seed from everyone and deal 45% more poison damage to everyone. So if he casts under 50% HP, because everyone will have the Seed of Curse, I imagine he will do a lot of damage if this accumulated damage over time is active. So that's his skill set. I think he's really strong. It's still really early to tell how strong exactly, because also he's working with how's it called? Abnormal effects heroes. So he's gonna be paired with Agena, for example, and she has been off meta for a long time now. So we still don't know how good he's going to be. He looks really strong, but he has to be paired with really good heroes to make him strong. Basically because he's a cleric, but yeah. So if you're planning to pull for him, or you have a lot of keys stacked, you might want to wait a few days after the event drops, because then we can see people from the community that are going to whale and build him T4 on the first day, because it happens a lot, and then we will know a little bit better if he's worth pulling and how good he is, and what allies do you need beside him to work with him and make your team very strong. So that's my advice. If you want to pull for him, wait a few days and get the feedback from the community to see how good he is. But if you are not planning to pull, or saving your keys for someone like Skuld or Kurt, might be a good idea to skip this one, especially if you don't have any damage over time dealers like Agena, like baal, some good other heroes that do burn damage. We still have to see. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching.